Hello and welcome back to the EPL Prediction Pod. I'm Amir, this is Hussein, and we're going to be predicting week 16 of the Premier League action. And after that, we're going to be giving you some fantasy tips. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hussein, let's get started with week 16.
Yeah.
First match is Crystal Palace against Leicester. Who do you have?
It's a very tough call actually because they're playing too soon. As we saw with the Liverpool game today, they really struggled against a pretty poor West Brom team. But I'll still go for a Leicester City 2-0 win
Okay, so I'm going to
against
go with
Crystal
the
Palace.
Leicester win as well over here. I think Leicester uh, are looking good. They have a very good away record. They have a much better away record than their home record. And Crystal Palace seem to be falling apart. They got rightly hammered last week, and I think Leicester should be able to pull off a win here. So I'm
Yeah.
going to go for a Leicester win. Mohsin's gone for a Leicester win as well. Then up
Yeah.
next is Chelsea at home against Aston Villa. I'm going to go
Yeah.
for a Chelsea win here. I think Chelsea should bounce back after that disappointment yesterday. Uh, Aston Villa are looking good though, but I'm still going to back Chelsea at home here. So I'm going to go for a Chelsea win, a 2-1 win for Chelsea.
No, I'm going to go for an Aston Villa Chelsea draw. I don't see how Chelsea recovers so quickly. Aston Villa's defense is just mind blowing. They've kept 4 clean sheets in a row. I think they're playing with a lot more confidence. Also, I don't fancy a Chelsea win here. 1-1 draw for me.
Okay, Mohsen's gone for a Chelsea win as well. Then up next is Everton at home against Manchester City. This should be the marquee match of the week.
Yeah.
Who do you have here?
I'm going for a City win. Everton have too many injuries. They're not. I don't think they're playing that well. Also, City has a huge squad. Every player is getting rested. Is getting enough rest except KDB, but Aguero might come back. I think it will be a pretty easy win for City. 3-1 maybe.
Okay, I'm going to go for a City win as well, but I don't feel very confident about this one. There is potential for a draw here, especially considering Everton are at home, but I'm going to go for a 2-1 City win. I don't think it will be comfortable. It will be a very, very close match. Mohsen's gone for a City win as well. Then up next is Brighton at Hove Albion up at home against Arsenal. I'm going to go for an Arsenal win here. Arsenal bounced back pretty emphatically
Shocking.
against. Emphatically, actually, it was a really good performance from
Yeah.
Arsenal. And no matter what Lampard says, I think Arsenal were much better tactically. They had a plan and they pulled it off perfectly against Chelsea. Apart from the last 15 minutes where they almost Arsenal lit, but Arsenal looked to be a team that revived. They have figured some stuff out. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 Arsenal win here against Brighton.
No, I don't think Arsenal were that good against Chelsea. They got the goals. They got a really lucky goal from Saka, which was clearly a cross, which went in the top corner. Zaka was also a brilliant goal. Basically, they won because of few moments of brilliance. As a team, if Jorginho would score that penalty, there is no way they were holding on for even a 3-3 draw. So I was not that impressed. They got lucky for sure against Chelsea. But yeah, they're good enough for Brighton at least.
Yep.
Then also I'm going just for a narrow 1-0 win.
Okay. Then up next is Burnley. Oh, Mohsen's gone for an Arsenal win as well. Then up next is Burnley at home against Sheffield United. Who do you have here?
Very, very, very difficult. I think Burnley might also sneak through 1-0 Burnley win. I don't have anything else to say. Burnley lost against Leeds, which I'd predicted anyways. They might bounce back and yeah, a 1-0 win for Burnley.
Okay, I think it's going to be comfortable for Burnley. I think Sheffield have shown nothing so far. Burnley
Yeah.
are really, really have been really impressive for the last week. They lost to Leeds, but they probably deserve a lot more in that match. They were better than Leeds for most of that match, and they're going to be comfortably better than Sheffield United at home.
But
Burnley
they're
are
not scoring goals.
it doesn't matter. I feel it will be a comfortable 1-0. It's
Yeah.
That's not the point. It might be a 1-0
Yeah.
or a 2-0, but will be comfortable for Burnley, especially considering that they're home and it's a fortress. It's a tough place to score when you go away to
Yeah.
Burnley. So I'm going to go for a Burnley win. Mohsin's gone for a Burnley win as well. Up next is Southampton at home against West Ham United. I'm going to go for a Southampton win here. I think Southampton are a better team than West Ham United, at least in terms of consistency, and also Southampton are at home. And I think Ings, who did not play in the last match, will play in this one. So I'm going to go for a Southampton win here, a 2-1 win for Southampton.
Yeah, even I'm going to go for a Southampton win, but I won't be shocked at all if West Brom draw or even win it, or
This is West
uh,
Ham, not
it,
West Brom.
West Ham, yeah. West
Yeah.
Ham either win it or draw it, or anything is possible in this game. But I'm just backing the home side over here because they're playing good football too. It doesn't matter whether Ings plays or doesn't play. They are scoring their goals. They're keeping the clean sheets. They're doing all their basics right. So yeah, 1-0 or a 2-1 win for Southampton.
Okay. And Mohsin's gone for a draw here.
Mhm.
Then next is West Brom at home against Leeds United. Big Sam versus Marcelo Bielsa. Who do you have
Yeah.
here?
No, although I said that about Big Sam, and Big Sam pulled off one of the greatest heist in recent memories today against Liverpool, but I think Leeds will be too much for them again. They can't be playing every 2 days, 3 days West Brom and producing results like what they did against Liverpool. Uh, Leeds just attacked too much, just too much of an attacking team. I'll go for a comfortable 3-1 win for Leeds.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm gonna go for a Leeds win here as well, but it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be a very, very difficult one. I feel a 2-1 narrow win for Leeds. Would not be shocked if it was a draw. But I'm gonna back Leeds to win here. A 2-1 win for
Mm.
Leeds. Mohsin's gone for a draw here. Again, he has a draw between West Brom and Leeds. Then up
Okay.
next is Manchester United at home against Wolves. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go for a Manchester United win here, a comfortable one. Wolves still haven't found solutions to missing Jimenez. They've tried a lot of stuff. It hasn't worked out. Their defense is good. They'll play hard. It will be a difficult match for Manchester United, but
Yeah.
still Manchester United should be able to win this one. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win for Manchester United.
Yep. I can't disagree there. Even, the only teams that trouble Man United are that are free flowing scoring teams. They're scoring goals, and Man United is either outscoring them or at least equaling them. But I don't see goals in Wolves at all. All the Man United defense is suspect. Um, should be comfortable. Man United should win 3-1 over here.
Okay. Then up next is Tottenham at home against Fulham. Who do you have here? Oh, sorry. Did I say Mohsin's pick? Mohsin picked Manchester United to win against Wolves.
Uh,
And Tottenham against Fulham. Who do you have Tottenham against Fulham?
Uh, Spurs have stopped playing football. They're just playing that old Mourinho tactic of just trying to score one and then defend, defend, defend. Fulham are very gritty too as a defensive team. I don't know how they're going to cope. I'm going to go for a shock 0-0 draw over here.
Ooh. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a Tottenham win. It will be a narrow win, a 1-0 or a
Hmm.
2-0. Because I think it's that time of the year. The
Yeah.
schedule is brutal. Just playing on 1 day's rest or 2 days rest is
Yeah.
ridiculous. So I think it suits Mourinho to go for that 1-0. He has that excuse that look at that schedule. So I think he's gonna play for that 1-0, go for that 1-0. I don't think Fulham are good enough to hold on for a 0-0.
Yeah.
I don't think their defense is that good, and
I
that's
just don't think Mourinho attacks enough for a team that is sitting back can pull off a draw with just a gut feeling. Normally, every logic says that Spurs should win this one, but Spurs are really struggling to score goals.
I'm gonna stay still stick to they should find a goal against Fulham. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go for a 1-0 win for Tottenham. Moses gone for a Spurs win as well. Then last match of the day is Newcastle at home against Liverpool. Who do you have?
Liverpool should win this one. The comfortable win against West Brom did not come, but they should bounce back and win this one. I think the West Brom draw is going to mess up Newcastle a lot. It's going to be a 4-0 win for Liverpool.
Oh, 4-0. That's true. I don't think Newcastle lose that badly to anyone.
Yeah,
They're a decent mid-table team. I think it's going to be
yeah,
a 2-1 or 3-1 win for Liverpool.
yeah,
But I do feel, yeah, I agree they'll bounce back. Even
yeah,
though they got Allardyce at the
yeah.
today. But I think I'm pretty comfortable picking a Liverpool win here. Even Mohsen's gone
Yeah.
for a Liverpool win. I think that about wraps it up for the predictions. Let's
Yeah.
move on to fantasy. You are the fantasy guru. You've broken into the top 1,000 now, or are you just
Yeah.
about there on
No,
the cusp of
that's about it.
1,000?
Yeah.
Just about there. So okay,
Yeah.
what is your fantasy tips for us for this week?
So I saw Cancelo play, and I don't even think he's a defender anymore. He's playing as an attacking midfielder. I think he should be in everybody's radar. If you can get him, he's a Man City asset. He's very cheap compared to the other attacking fullbacks. Uh, He has kept, I think, 4 out of 5 clean sheets. He has given 2 assists, scored a goal also, I think, somewhere around. He should be on your radar. Joe Cancelo is my pick for the week.
Okay, Joao Cancelo, you've gone for. You actually watched the match. I don't know. I don't think our fantasy football fans will actually identify with you actually watching a football match and not just going on the stats. Okay. But yeah, I agree with you. I think Joao Cancelo looks like a good buy, even though I do still prefer the Stones pick that you gave last week because
Yeah,
it's for point 0.7 more expensive over here.
yeah,
But yeah, I think Joao Cancelo, looking at his heat map, he's all over the pitch. He's specifically in the opposition half. So I do
yeah.
think it's a good pick. It's a risk worth taking. Even though
I- if Sterling and I think Torres would not miss chances, he would have a more than 10 point haul this week. But they just kept missing chances. He kept putting the ball through, and they missed a lot of chances. So yeah, Cancelo is my player to watch out for this week.
okay. And who else do you have?
Yeah, so my second player is Rafinha, who it might not show in the stats, but his underlying stats, he's playing beautiful football. Leeds are attacking a lot. If you want to take a punt on a differential, 5.4, Rafinha is really good. Although his returns have not been that bad in the last 4 weeks, but I think they can do a lot better. His future fixtures are West Brom, Tottenham, Brighton, and Southampton. I think he has only one really tough game in Tottenham. But other than that, and the best part is he plays week 18, which mostly everybody are blanking. So if you want to get him in cheap, last time I gave you Al Ghazi, he got a goal. I feel Rafinha will also get a goal as a budget midfielder.
Well, hopefully he does get a goal because he's been on my team and he looks great. He looks great to look at on the field, but it
Yeah,
hasn't translated to points so far. But I agree with you.
yeah,
The schedule favors the upper to take a gamble on Rafinha. Anybody
Rafinha.
else, or should we wrap it up?
No, I think that's about it. I can't
Okay.
keep giving you jewels.
Okay. So we're gonna keep this short today, and we're gonna be coming with a more comprehensive fantasy strategy for week 18s and week 19s, which we have been
Yeah,
working on. So hopefully
yeah,
that video should drop soon, and we're gonna see you
yeah,
next week, which is gonna be quite soon actually because of this fixture pile up. And
yeah.
don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on Twitter at PL Prediction Pod, and give us a shout out over there, and let us send us screenshots of your fantasy team
Yeah.
on our Twitter account, and we'll post the best ones we can find.
Yes,
So
sir.
we'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye
Take
bye.
care.